What does the scouters say about the power level of this video?
It's over 9,000!
Fuck!
Mellis, here we are.
Mellis here, baby. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't.
We're finally doing it.
Mellis, naturally.
I actually remembered this year.
Then all of a sudden, here comes Buzz Lightyear.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Woody's all jealous at first. He hates Buzz. He wants to kill Buzz. In fact, he tries at one point. Buzz survives.
Holy crap. How many times have we just sat down and hung out and busted it out?
It's some great shit. Yeah, we're not laughing at you, our one listener. Whatever you want to do.
Kenny D, are you ready?
I'm relish. I'm fucking... No, I'm not ready.
Kenny D, are you ready?
I am ready, Mellis.
Let's fucking do this.
We don't have cool intro music.
No, we don't.
Alright, let's do this. We're back. We haven't done a podcast in quite a while. Where the fuck we at? Oh, we're in your house shouting again. That's right.
We're always in my house shouting, Kenny D. That's part of our thing.
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, what just came out like a couple weeks ago?
What did just come out a couple weeks ago? Could it be the Resident Evil 2 remastered remake thingy?
Fucking Resident Evil 2, just gorgeousness. Dude.
Alright, go ahead, Kennedy. Rub it all in my face because I can't play it yet.
I'm sorry, it's so good. I can't not talk about it.
I know, ladies and gentlemen there, I've been expecting this the whole time before we started this. I knew Kennedy was just going to throw all this in my face, and here I am ready to accept it.
I'm sorry, you were getting it before we started. I'm sorry, no, Mellish, dude, this game, holy fuck, you need to, I gave you my Steam account, you need to play it.
I'm not going to, though,
I don't care, you need to play it, it's so good.
And this is from a diehard Resident Evil 2 is his favorite fucking game of all time fan.
I know, you got me into this freaking game. It was a 64.
Yeah, I had the 64 version, but originally it was a PlayStation game.
Yeah, but no, the first time I ever played through it was 64 with you.
Yeah, baby.
You were over it, I'm just like, Melish, be my guide. Help me, where am I at? What are we doing?
Melis is everybody's guide.
It is. Holy shit. No, this game, absolutely gorgeous. We're coming back to the guide thing, though, because of Resident Evil 4, holy fuck. But first, no, Resident Evil 2, oh, absolutely gorgeous game. I remember it, like, making me a little bit nervous back when it was pixelated, especially the lickers. Now they're just a gorgeous creation that come and fuck you up.
And at the time, that was some gorgeous graphics, exceptionally the fucking, like, cinematics. Like,
oh, yes.
That pre-rendered shit was amazing. But, I mean, that's what a lot of older games did back in the day. They had those pre-rendered cinematics to compensate for the lackluster graphics. You know, you'd have those gorgeous fucking picturesque cinematics.
Final Fantasy VII.
There you go. Like Final Fantasy VII.
No, Resident Evil 2, and I do, that is one thing I like about newer games. It literally gives you the cinematics, and then you jump right into the game, and you're like, holy fuck, it's, okay, I'm playing. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, like nowadays, it's one and the same. Like, the cinematics are the gameplay. It's the same engine and everything. Where back then, it was a completely separate thing. They used it for the story elements that they really emphasize the points, you know, in the game. They would introduce those beautiful, gorgeous graphics just to drive home that, like, story element that was happening.
Oh, God. And this one especially. Holy fuck. I've encountered, the Licker twice now, and he is just a big pile of gore. Because I remember when you first come about him... Well, no, actually, in the original Resident Evil 2, they don't tell you he looks like a flayed man. Or... Is it flayed? Yeah, flayed.
Yeah, flayed.
Yeah, because they don't say that in the original one. This one, they do say it. They're just like, hey, here's a little secret note. Fucking warning. Look the fuck out for these guys.
But, I mean, you encounter him in the original Resident Evil 2 before you encounter,
you just
a notebook about it. Like, you see it, and you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, it's like a dude without a skin that walks on all fours.
Yes. But, yeah, in this one, I know... You saw it in the demo. You don't see him where you actually see him in the original. But later on, you go upstairs and do all this other shit. And I won't ruin it too much.
Yeah, don't go too far. Oh, by the way, internet spoilers, because I am pretty sure Kennedy is going to spoil some shit here. For you and me.
I'm not that far. If you haven't got as far as me, you're worse than me, and I'm sorry.
Well, what if they haven't played it at all, though?
You're worse than me, Melis. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Okay, who's the better gamer here? No,
oh, God damn it. I already subjected myself to telling you you're better at games than me. But I'm funnier. No, I suck. I'm sorry.
Who's the better person? No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, you win on all levels. Fuck you.
Win on all levels. Just kidding, Internet. We're just being goofy fucks.
No, he's just being serious. Fuck that guy.
Go ahead, Kennedy. Explain yourself.
No. Okay, no, you go upstairs in a special area, and you find this note, and it's just this note from some random person. It's like, hey, look out for these assholes. Talking about how they look like a flayed, skinless man. But right before that, you see him haul ass across the window, like in the original. So it's kind of like it, but it's in a different area, which was cool. And then for quite a while after that, another hour of gameplay or half an hour of gameplay, then you finally see him. You don't actually see him after you get the note and go into this room. Which I'm sorry, I'm ruining a little bit.
No, you're fine, Kennedy. Like, I already know, what's going to happen. I just don't know exactly how it's going to happen in the remake.
Yeah, well, we've both seen the mechanics. Let's talk about the mechanics for a minute.
Ooh.
Because holy shit, we didn't even have an option to aim for the head in the original.
Well, you kind of could, but not really.
I'm not talking about standing on stairs and looking up.
Yeah, but not even. Yeah, you're right, Kennedy. Yeah, it's not like a guaranteed thing unless you had a shotgun or something like that. You could just aim up and boom, you can get like multiple headshots in a row, even if the zombies are lined up for you.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that a few times. But no, this one, I recommend getting it on the PC. And I'm a person that loves Resident Evil with the controller, but that was more so with the fixed camera angles and don't have a chance to aim. But in Resident Evil 2. Kind of along the lines of Resident Evil 4, but you can move while you shoot. And while you're doing so, I mean, the mouse is just spectacular with this game.
Oh, I could see that for myself when I played the demo. Yeah, like, I was getting headshots left and right when I was doing that shit.
And I started out the demo and the game when I actually got it with the controller, and I just kept going back to the mouse. It's like, fuck this, I'm going to the mouse.
But I mean, really, to be honest, the mouse is always better in games for aiming. Like, it really is.
But this game, I've always thought of Resident Evil as an arcade-style game. It's like, I want a controller.
Yeah, old school Resident Evil, you're better off a controller, probably.
Oh,
but,
yes.
Like, newer games where it requires precision aiming, you need a mouse. Yes. At least if you want to be precise. You can make it work with a controller, but you'll never be as precise as you will be with a mouse. And never.
Even with Resident Evil 4 on the PC, I tried to do it with the mouse. It's like, oh, hell no, this ain't working right. So then I switched to the controller, and it's like, okay, this is better. This is what I'm used to with Resident Evil 4. But no, Resident Evil 2 is like, oh, right to the mouse. This is 10 times better.
Oh, yeah, I totally can see that. Like, but that's just how it is. The mouse, your wrist muscles are so much more precise for those little minute movements than your thumbs can be for a controller with analog sticks. Like, you're just capable of much more precise movement, and it makes a hell of a difference. Doesn't always matter, it depends on the game, but usually you're better off with a mouse and keyboard setup for controls. Even if they might seem a little clunkier in some areas, at least for aiming sake, yeah, you're better with a mouse and keyboard.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Another really cool part that I found in the game so far, where am I at? I've been in the police station.
Don't give away too much.
No, I'm just going to tell you, you kind of know the path.
Well, I know what's going to happen, but you know what I mean. Like, some of it's going to be a surprise for me, and I'd like it to remain that way.
Yes, I'll leave out some details from here.
And I'm sure our beautiful audience would also like it to remain a secret in some regards.
I'm going to ruin everything when I come back. When I come back with our next podcast, and I've destroyed the game. No. I want to tell you where I'm at. I've been in the police station. I got out of the police station. We went down into the sewers. I've already told you about that because I was telling you about, I fucking met Birkin for the first time.
Yeah.
He's a son of a bitch.
He's awesome.
Holy shit, this big burly motherfucker. I thought I was fighting Crowley in 4. Is it Crowley? In 4, what was his name? It's not Crowley. Krauser. Yeah, it was like fucking fighting Krauser all over again. I'm like, holy shit, he's OP. Except he didn't have a gun.
You just had that G-Virus mutation, baby.
Yeah, and I'm playing on the hard difficulty, and I beat him, and I had a shit ton of ammo prior to that. I ain't fucking got shit now. That's why I haven't got much further. But I got out of the sewer, and then you end up back into the police station, and that's pretty much where I'm at. Because all of a sudden I'm going down this hallway and 2 zombies come out. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't dodge them. Try to just knock them over and run away, and then the liquor comes out again. I'm like, oh fuck.
That's something I can really appreciate about the remake, is how they emphasize the survival horror of it. Because so many games nowadays claim to be survival horror, but really it's more just, a horror game, not really survival part, where you need to manage your inventory and be careful about resources and juggle all this shit. So that's awesome they went back to that. And really, it's incredible for me, because as a Resident Evil 2, is my favorite game of all time. So
yeah, it's mine now,
a remake of that game is just phenomenal for Mellis. Like, I fucking love that. It's incredible, guys.
Oh, and it's so good. Dare I say that it might be better than the original?
Damn,
I'm feeling it.
You make me really want to play it all the way through now, other than just a demo.
So bad.
That sounds incredible. Hearing you say that,
it's so good because it feels so much more intense. But that could be because I'm at the point where I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and I may or may not have fucked myself by using too many of my resources.
I hope you fucked yourself, Kennedy, because I'll laugh at that later.
I'm kind of debating on starting over on normal and making it through the game, then going to hard. Because I want to play through this game like 6 or 8 fucking times at the least. You've always fascinated me with Resident Evil 2 because, well, we were talking about the science of Resident Evil 2 and what I thought
science.
That's what it feels like, and you didn't understand it, but you gave me that concept. Because you will literally sit down and play Resident Evil 2, the original, and you'd be like, you gotta go here, gotta do this, gotta then that. And you had this perfect harmony, synchrony, you flowed through the game so well.
Oh yeah, and you developed that over years.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm really saying with the Resident Evil games just being a science. I mean, you have this perfect path. Once you figure it out, you can flow so seamlessly.
I can see that. Like, yeah. It's like learning to drive a stick shift. Or a manual, if you...
Careful, we might have a young audience. They might not know what a stick shift is.
A car that is not an automatic. You have to manually shift gears.
There you go.
When you start, it's a little rocky at first, but you get it down to a science. Whereas you know exactly when to shift. It's like a feeling you have inside you. Not even the car telling you, just you know.
Oh.
And that's how it is with some of these games. Especially, like, for me, Resident Evil 2, you just know, this is what I have to do. This is how I have to get past this. This is how I have to conserve.
So you just
get it down.
Flow it. The game, once you start getting better at the game, it flows so well. And I love that so much that you've shown me that there's like, this is how you really should play the game. This is the smoothest way of doing it. And yeah, I might not need that ammo, but I'm gonna sure as fuck go get it.
Yeah, and like I've said before, gentlemen and ladies, like, I might not be the fastest fucking playthrough Resident Evil 2, the original version. And I know I'm not. But, like, I'm very consistent. Like, when I play through that game every time, like, I get it done. Like, I'll go through, I do everything I want to do, and it gets done, and, like, no casualties. There are some rare circumstances where I do die, and that just makes it more fun for me. Like, oh, did I really fuck up there?
Well, and I love how you play through the game, the older ones, because you're like, man, I'm not going to save. If I die, well, I'm done. And 90% of the time, you don't die. You just beat the game and you're done.
And like you said, I was playing the N64 version. You're exactly right. And one of the cool things about that version of the game, too, is it has the randomizer mode. Oh. Where, like, it randomly... I don't think it does it to key items. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
No, because that would just fuck
But,
you.
like, other shit, it does randomize. Where I can remember this one playthrough I did where, like, I got poisoned and a blue herb wasn't there where it was supposed to be. So I had to limp around in the danger status forever till I found the fucking another blue herb to heal myself, and it made it so much more intense just because of that reason. Like, it made that playthrough so much more interesting. Like, I was like, holy shit, am I gonna make it or not? Like, not like it mattered. I've already beaten the game dozens, if not even more times, but yeah, that really fucking made it so much more interesting for me.
Oh, I know, and I'm really hoping in this remaster version that they do have the randomizer mode. Because until you just told me about that, I completely had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
And that was so cool to watch you play that mode.
It makes it a lot more interesting. I'm not sure if that's in the new remake or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if it is.
Yeah, that's one thing I can't spoil yet. I wonder if there's... Because it doesn't give you the option right away, but I'm wondering if you have to play through the game, then you get it. Because is that how the original
That's how it works in the
Well,
N64 version, yeah. Like, you have to beat the game before that's even an option.
Well, it's probably the same way in this one, and I'm really hoping it is, because I cannot wait to try that and get extra super pissed at this goddamn game.
We all love it when Candy's pissed. I know I do.
Oh, yeah, you watch it. You've made so many comments about that in my Penumbra playthroughs, because, yeah, I'm just the angry guy in that fucking game. Oh, goddamn it!
This
No,
guy
look at
cracks
this.
me up. It's great to
Oh,
watch.
goddamn it! There's another fun thing between Penumbra and Resident Evil 2. I bring up Penumbra because that is what I'm playing on YouTube right now, primarily. And between Resident Evil 2 and Penumbra, these type of, dare I say, linear games. I mean...
No, they're linear. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's not a dirty word.
I don't want to say it so much because you do have you got to backtrack, but does that make
Still
it linear?
linear in the respect that you have to go down the same path.
Okay. Even if you have to go down it backwards.
Even if you have to come back it again, it's still linear in that fashion.
But no, I love these games, especially in Resident Evil 2, because, I mean, the second time that I've gotten back, or the second time I've come to the police station, it's different, and I found some things that, well, fuck, I probably missed them, but either way, I've done that in Resident Evil 2 and Penumbra, where I'm wandering around going, oh, god damn it, I can't fucking figure out what the fuck to do.
I know, Kennedy. I've watched some of your Penumbra videos, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, but I mean, I go back to this area, and I'm like, where the fuck was this item when I needed it? How was it right there? I did that today when I was playing through fucking Black Plague, and you probably made fun of me for it, because there's this fucking emergency wrist thing that I didn't see on the goddamn chair that was right there.
Oh, yeah, you saying that, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't even... Okay, I kind of want you to ruin something for me, because what the fuck is it? No, don't probably
No,
ruin it
I'm not
for
going to
me.
ruin
All
that
right,
for you.
right.
But, like, I love that, you saying that. Like, we both have a different style of playing games. Like, you kind of rush through it, if I may.
No, you can't.
Like,
I've made a comment about that in my
You
video.
rush through the game and you try to figure out as quickly as... Whereas me, I'm more methodical. Like, I will slowly just scour the area till I acquire everything I need. And then I'm like, okay, I have everything. Okay, well, that's what I need to do. Bingo. But your playstyle, I enjoy watching more, to be honest, because it's more fun where you just kind of run around and you're like... Dare I say, like a chicken with his head cut off, like, alright, I gotta fucking figure this out, like, what's going on, like, we both have our different play styles where it comes to playing games like that, and I appreciate it, like, it's fun to watch.
And it's completely fine that you say that, because I made that comment before where, when I first started playing Black Plague and I ran into the goddamn penis guys, I don't know what the fuck else to call them other than infected.
Penis guys!
Oh, screw it, they're penis guys. Oh, they're fucking floppy, bloody clocks. God damn it.
Look
Cocks
over those
flopping
bloody
around.
cocks, gentlemen and ladies.
No, they're so goddamn nasty, those pricks. But I remember encountering them the first time, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? So I run and I try to hide, and then, like, shortly later in that episode, I'm like, nah, fuck them. Let's try to treat them like the dogs. Oh, hey, buddy. I just haul ass by them.
And that worked out better for you from what I could tell.
Oh, fuck yeah, it did. I'm like, I ain't fucking with these guys. I just haul ass.
That's almost like Horror 101. Treat them all like dogs. Get the fuck past them.
Well, I would more so think about that as treating them like the zombies of Resident Evil 2 original, at least, where it's like, no, I can dodge these fuckers. Which there's something else too. I don't feel like I can do that in remastered for some reason. I lost my zombie dodging skills.
Well, I can't comment on that because I haven't really played much other than the demo. In the
Yeah.
demo, I didn't get attacked once, but I haven't actually played the game all the way yet.
Well, here,
Yeah.
we've never said this in any one of our podcasts, but if you feel like I do, freaking leave a comment, please, because I am generally, I want to know if this is a thing or if I'm just sucking ass, because I do not feel like you can dodge the zombies as easily in this game. But, well, no, I think I am right, because they do seem faster than the original. The original, they're kind of just
Oh,
fucking slowly
it's
run.
like fucking gravy to dodge the original. Like, I have it down to like a pattern where you can just like enter a room and just be like, okay, I'll move a little bit this way, and I'm done.
Well, even at the beginning of the game, in the original, you get swarmed by them. And you're like, oh, fuck, left, right, fucking
I
forward,
can like
left.
fucking... Yeah, I'll go through them like
Yeah.
they're nothing. Like,
And
they're not even there. Like, they're just cheerleaders like, yeah, get through us.
No, I feel like you're the fucking Jedi Master in that game, and I'm your fucking apprentice. You taught me the ways of Resident Evil, and I'm like,
Listen to
I
me,
love
young
it.
Padawan.
No, okay, I might be over dramatic about this, but you definitely introduced me into the Resident Evil game series, and I'm pretty sure I've already said this in one of our things. But yeah, fucking Resident Evil 2. I'm going home. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm gonna go home and play.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kennedy's gone. He's went home to play more Resident Evil 2. I can't blame the guy. I wish I could.
I left you. Well, I can get home.
He's gonna go home and play it, and I'm gonna be fucked.
I'll put it in offline mode, then you can play it on my account.
It's okay, Kennedy.
No,
Let's continue.
Oh, Jesus, this just 2019 best year for video games. Period. Done. I said it.
Wow, I really can't agree with that at all.
Can't.
No,
Well,
I
fucking
can't.
Buy the goddamn game.
2019 best year for video games overall. Kennedy,
No,
I
sorry.
think you're smoking crack.
Probably. No, I don't know. But
I understand Kennedy, gentlemen and ladies. Like, he's very hyped about this game, and I am as well, and I haven't even gotten to fully play yet. Neither has he. He's still working through it, but he's
I'm
got to
still
play
sucking
a
my
lot
ass
more
through
than
it.
me. And yeah, that's fucking amazing, though. Resident Evil 2, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck any other game that comes out this year. It's just like, I was just stoked for Resident Evil 2. I haven't been this stoked for a game in a long time.
That's great. I love you being that excited about a new game. Like, it's been a while for us, too, to actually really have a new game that we're both really stoked for. Like,
Yeah.
we always have new games coming out that we enjoy or are excited for, but not quite on this caliber where it's both of us are just like, yeah, I can't wait to play that.
What the hell was... What even was the last game you were stoked about?
The last one
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
already know.
I want you to say this.
Red Dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really excited because I really enjoyed the first one. And the second one is goddamn is an excellent.
Well, that's what I was talking
Rockstar
about.
Games,
Yeah, Red
though,
Dead.
they've really fucking refined their craft. Where every new game they make is just like a masterpiece. Like, it puts Hollywood to shame on the level of storytelling and detail. Like, movies can't compete with this kind of shit. Like, it's crazy how well they do.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Movies can't compete with games, period, because you
Yeah.
control the story. Oh, we're getting into something we weren't even talking about.
I
going
feel
down.
like we've discussed this before, but yeah, Kennedy's right. Like, you can't compete with a video game for a movie for storytelling. Usually. Like, when you're in the game, like Kennedy was saying, you're in control of it. You are part of the story. You interact with it. You make all the choices. Whereas a movie, you know, it's a passive experience where you watch it unfold. I can't say it. Excuse me. You watch it unfold in front of your eyes, whereas when you play it, you know, you're part of it.
Yeah, have you played... I know you've played at least The Walking Dead, but have you played much of the Telltales?
Just the Walking Dead ones.
Yeah, Telltale series.
Yes,
There, I
yes,
got it
just the Walking Dead ones. Not. I
Just
really
the-
want to play like the I think it's like the fairy tale version of that, or like Big Bad Wolf or something. Like, there's a fairy tale version.
Oh, wait,
of
are
them.
you talking about the oh, fuck!
Yeah, it's
The
like
wolf one?
Yeah, like you
Oh,
play.
Wolf Among Us.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right, Kennedy.
That's-
That one.
oh,
That
is that
sounds
what that-
excellent. Yeah.
Is that what's that's based on?
Yeah, it's based on the
Oh,
fairy
fuck!
tales.
I didn't know that.
It seems really amazing, and I would love to fucking play it. I haven't yet, though.
Oh, well,
gentlemen
I
and ladies.
left you my Steam password.
I know, Kennedy.
I have the majority of the Telltale game series, which makes... I hate this, because you're more of a hardcore gamer than I am, but I have all the games.
Dude, you do. You have so many more games than me, especially on Steam. But I mean, I own more like physical copies. But you overall own more games than I ever will.
Honestly, there's a rabbit hole we could dive right the fuck down. Is physical versus digital copies. I do really like the digital copies better, just because it's easier. I don't have to go anywhere. Well, I'm a fucking fat lazy bastard, so
Don't sell yourself short, Kennedy. If I can talk right now.
welcome to the Miscounted Trio Stuttering Hour.
Here we go. Go.
Oh, hey, no, this makes me happy. I'm usually the stuttering.
Yeah, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow,
But no, Kenny D, he does have a point with the downloaded games. But Mellis here, I'm classic. I love having the physical copy. Although nowadays, it doesn't really even mean shit, because even if you have physical copy nowadays, it usually means you still have to link online and actually download the game.
Download a fucking
Is that
70 gig
bullshit?
patch.
And you still, that's how it is nowadays. Like, it's changed so much since we were kids.
Why is gaming so sad now? That really does upset me, honestly.
Kenny D, we watched gaming evolve from 2D to 3D. We literally seen the change.
We technically did. We didn't see the start.
No, 2D existed way before we were born. What was that, in the 70s, 60s? It was way back when it originally started.
Pretty sure it started out in the 70s with
Was it the 70s? Pong was pretty much the first one.
It was originally based off of the sonar in submarines.
Yes, and that was part of what became Pong. Was that in the 70s or the 60s, though?
I don't know. It was one of those years.
Either way, it was a long time ago before we were even fucking born.
It was later 90s.
We got to see that
Or
transition,
1900s.
ladies and gentlemen, from 2D to 3D, and it was incredible. And then that jump from 2D to 3D, it was mind-blowing. And then, like, the graphics we have nowadays, which are, like, damn near lifelike, it's crazy to think back on. Like, wow, we've come so far in this shit.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous, the graphics now. Holy fuck. But yeah, the graphics have just gotten just insane. Which, I will say, there is one thing that I don't like about Resident Evil 2 Remastered.
Lay it on me, Kenny D.
It's demanding as fuck. But, well, that's my computer is, 7 years old now.
Your computer. Mine's like 20 years old now.
Yeah, you need to lay that thing to rest.
I'm about to. I'm going to cremate it and keep it in an urn.
Oh, that would be awesome. No, honestly, that would be awesome. I can just picture that coming over here, your fucking badass TV, your TV setup you've got out in your living room. You just have an urn on there, just says "Rest in Peace, XPS."
It's not even XPS anymore, but still, like, that would be incredible if I did that. Like, I would laugh my ass off so much. Every time I seen it, I'd salute it and be like, I thank you for the memories.
I thank you for your service and all you've done for me in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
All the games I played on you. Thank you.
Holy fuck! Oh, that would be awesome. We should just, like, start that. That'd be our thing from now on. Every time we buy a new computer, we cremate our old one. Fuck trying to resell it or give it away. It's like, no. It's going on my mantle at home. It's getting cremated.
Kenny D, you're a beautiful bastard. That sounds amazing.
No, fuck cremation. Our backyard just has little gravestones. It's like, thank you for all of your graphic abilities my fucking GTX 780 has done for me.
I thank you for your time.
You've served me well for these 8 years. Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny D is a genius.
That's our next segment. Every time we buy something new. And if you want to help us, go to our Patreon page. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have that yet. If you think it's a good idea, leave us a comment.
We're not that cool, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, but if you want us to be that cool, here's my address. Holy shit. That would absolutely be great. We have a fucking graveyard we share for our computer parts. There's half yours.
I feel like I'd be depressed when I walk out there. I'd feel old. I'd be like, look at all these old components, just like me.
There's We're not even fucking 30, you son of a bitch.
I know, and yet, like, I still feel old as fuck. It's just like, what happened? Where'd all that time go?
We go out there. There's my first computer, Sega. Oh, I think that was probably my first console, Sega. Yeah, I think
that was mine actually too. Was the Sega Genesis?
I felt you were the NES guy.
No, my first actual console I owned was the Sega Genesis.
Right here, man. Right here.
Back in the fucking day.
Dude, fucking Sonic.
Which was before we were even born, but I had one back then.
Was it? What year did that
I had a cool computer back then thanks to my mother.
Dude, you had the computer shit before I did. I remember coming over to you and you getting me. You fucking get me to play Doom 3. Hey, dude, go under those stairs. Oh, it's cool. Let's go under those stairs. Holy fuck!
Yeah, it was amazing back then. Oh, man.
Yes.
That was taxing as fuck on the computer, too, back then.
Jesus.
Nowadays, it's nothing.
It isn't. Oh, man. Oh, what
Technology
was it?
upgrades so much, so quickly.
Wasn't the last time I came over. It was the time before that I came over and I was playing Doom 3 out on your computer.
No.
And I didn't realize the fucking game was going to save over
Yeah,
yours.
that was bullshit, because, ladies and gentlemen, I have the BFG edition of Doom 3 nowadays.
Yeah, I
like,
do too.
my disc version, my computer's disk drive doesn't work anymore, so.
Dick drive?
Yes, the dick drive. Anyways.
Sorry.
So, yeah, Kenny D came over, he played it for a bit, and then the game auto-saved, and it saved wherever it saves. I was like, oh, fuck. Not like it really mattered. I played through the game millions of times, but
you text me later that night. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, that would have pissed me off, even if it was my 100th time playing through. It's like, I'm so sorry, dude.
yeah, basically fucked over my current playthrough of that game, because that game decides, like, oh, you only get one autosave, and it's over the same slot every time, it seems like. So, yeah.
Stupid fucking game.
Fucking bullshit.
Which is funny, because it came out, what, mid-2000s?
2006, I think.
There it is.
I think. It might be 2005. I might.
Mid-ish, late.
No, it might even be earlier. Maybe 2004.
Oh, really?
Fuck, yeah, that game, it was a while. No, I think it was 2004. Was that same year Half-Life 2 came out? Because they came out the same year. I remember they were both really demanding at the time. And
sounds pretty cool.
Basically the pinnacles of shit at the time.
Well, I was going one way. Let's go another way with this. What, that was the first time you've ever upgraded a computer because you talked your mom into getting you a video card, wasn't it?
It was before that time, actually.
No, was it Half-Life?
No, it was actually for fucking Star Wars Dark Forces 2
Holy
in 97.
Oh my god!
97.
I was thinking it was much later than that.
No.
Holy shit.
My mom got, like, her computer beefed up even more so I could play that game enjoyably.
Okay.
Which I still thoroughly enjoy, and that's actually still an incredible game. It really is.
That game looks like hell, too.
Oh, well...
It's so cool, though. I love that game.
Looks like hell to the certain crowd, but it's acceptable to us old boys.
I never...
Not that we're that old, but...
No, but I mean, as far as gaming goes and technology, I mean, it evolves so quickly. So, yeah, we're old as far as technology standards go.
Yeah, I mean, technology evolves every fucking second, so yeah.
But Dark Forces, yeah, I never really played that game too. I played it a little bit. I think it was primarily with you on your computer.
Probably.
But, Jedi Knight Academy, that I really got into that.
Academy's really awesome. Much later, but awesome.
God damn, yeah, I can't believe.
And by much later, I mean like early 2000s. But
who put that video card in back then?
It was whoever my mother was going through at the time for the computer support.
Okay, it wasn't you.
I think it was. No, I don't even remember the name. It's some company that doesn't even exist anymore. Like, not even kidding.
I thought you were going to say it was you, and I was going to be, like, insanely impressed that you upgraded
not
the
me
video
back
card
then. No. It wasn't me back then.
God.
I could do it nowadays, but back then I was a young boy.
Well, I was just going to be overly impressed that you did that, but you had to ask me for help with your RAM when you smacked your computer after a League of Legends
I didn't know that was a problem.
I didn't either.
I smacked my computer, it B-sodded, and I was sad.
Can I elaborate what was going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, back in the day, we used to, which we should have made YouTube videos back then of League of Legends. We had our Drunk League weekly, and holy fuck, we'd get insanely wasted, play League of Legends, and lose. Kind of like the YouTube videos now.
A lot like those ones we have now, except for I think we lose more now.
Yeah, primarily losing, not so much drinking anymore. But yeah, you fucking got pissed that night, smacked your computer, and yeah, what did it do? It B-sodded.
Yep, it B-sodded on me. Blue screen death, ladies and gentlemen. And I was sad. I was a very sad guy.
Oh, which I got so pissed because you lived with our other buddy at the time.
Yes, I did.
And that motherfucker comes down.
And by live with our other buddy, I mean I lived with our other buddy's parents in his basement. Like, I didn't actually live with him.
Oh, I
lived with them.
He might get pissed at us.
I don't give a fuck. Being honest.
Oh, fuck. But no, okay. No, he comes down and he thinks the easiest thing to do is take the hard drive out, go upstairs, hook it to his computer, figure it out that it's still working, and then brings it back down and says, I don't know. And then I show up. He's like, Luke, or Kenny, dude, can you look at my computer? I'm like, yeah. I open it up. I pull the RAM out, plug it back in, turn it on. There you go, dude.
I like how you make me sound all retarded. Like,
No. I'm sorry.
No. The way you said it, like you're like, hey, Kennedy. like I'm I'm sucking my thumb when I say it or something. Well, like, fuck you.
I think you were that night. What the hell were we on? No.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That was a different night, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy's being an asshole.
No. I'm sorry. No, you are not techie stupid. The
sad thing is, I'm not that much stupider than you, and you went to school for it.
Yeah, that's true. No,
that's the sad thing.
The only reason I said it like that, I worked in
Ladies and
tech.
gentlemen, I'm just kidding. Kennedy's a genius.
Yeah, whatever.
He just doesn't know.
Don't fucking touch me.
He's got the beard and everything. This dude is legit. Believe in the beard.
God, I hate you. No. The only reason I kind of said it. Well, I worked in tech for fucking 6 years. I figured out all this stupid tricks.
Ladies and gentlemen, believe in the beard.
Believe in fucking Melish's death.
Leave Melis alone. He's already dead.
Is that what stinks?
Yes, that's my corpse rotting over here talking to you.
Your colon, Jesus Christ.
Not my colon, my corpse.
Alright, fucking son of a bitch. Resident Evil 2. Let's talk about that.
We already talked about
Yeah, I think I've destroyed that topic.
It.
That game is just absolutely awesome.
Kenny D, how do you feel about linear games compared to open world games nowadays?
Oh, linear games? Alright, fucking Resident Evil 2?
Linear.
Great. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean, though, Kenny D?
Yes.
Like, nowadays, everything is fucking open world. But back in our day, you remember, Kenny D, like, it was linear as fuck. I mean, there were a couple, but not as many as they were, you know? Like, Morrowind was open world back then. When did Morrowind come out? That was, like, the early 2000s.
God, yes.
But there wasn't very many like that, Kenny D.
No,
like, back in our day, most games were linear. Nowadays, like, open world is like every other game.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's our generation, honestly, where at least myself.
Our generation, like me and you, like the 90s kids, early 90s kids.
Yeah. I at least how I feel, I'm kind of getting bored of the open world.
Really. Oh, I agree 100%, Kenny D.
And I'm not saying that just because of Resident Evil 2 coming out. Fuck that. I fucking played through Penumbra just recently. I'm
glad you did, Kenny D.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty damn close to Black Plague.
You're getting there. You're getting there from what I've seen.
Yeah. Fucking, well, just recently, I won't spoil it because I don't have the video edited yet and uploaded. But yeah, I'm a ways in that game. And the linear feel. I really do like the whole progress to a certain point in the game. Fuck, I need this, I need that. But what do I need? Let's go back and look.
You enjoy the backtrack, is what you're saying.
The backtrack, it's pretty goddamn sweet, actually. Because I like that you get to a certain point in the game, you play it up to that point a certain way, and then, hey, all of a sudden you get there, I need this. You go back, the whole same area changes.
It changes in a regard, but you know what Kennedy's saying, ladies and gentlemen.
I wouldn't say so much in the Penumbra series, but at least like the Resident Evil 2 game. All of a sudden, I'm back to the police station. Shit just got different, and now I got to figure out how to play it differently. And maybe there's new items in said area. There's new enemies. I mean, the liquor didn't show up where I found him the second time.
Those type of games, usually the items don't change, but enemies, definitely.
Yeah, well, yeah.
From my experience.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah,
my experience, anyways. But that's not always the case. Just
because
from my experience.
It's a really cool feeling. Hey, I'm going to open this door. There's nobody in here. I'm safe. Oh, fucking son of a bitch. They're everywhere.
Yeah, well, they catch you off guard like that.
Fuck yeah. I mean, the liquor got me the second time in Resident Evil 2. Because I go through this hallway. I just had to deal with these 2 zombies that came out of nowhere in this new area. All of a sudden, I'm back where I'm used to being. Okay, that's cool. You fucking popped out and licked me to death, you dick.
No, I agree. Like, I actually, in a way, I prefer linear games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love open world games.
Oh yeah, you're just playing through The Witcher again right now.
I liked them when it was fresh more. When that was the new thing, like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, that was like a newer open world game at the time. Like, there's nothing else like it at the time. Well, that was amazing. Like, you had this huge open world where you could explore and fucking do whatever the fuck you wanted, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like almost every game is released like that in a fashion or not. Yeah, you do open world, but like it's boring. Like, you have this big open world, but all the shit you have extra to do is nothing. And the exploration, to be honest, not that much fun. And it's depressing in a way. Like, so many games follow that suit. I mean, don't get me wrong, some games do it excellently. Like, The Witcher, for example. Witcher 3, that is open world fucking amazing. Like, it's so fucking incredible how they do that. Where, like, the quests all feel fun and unique. I guess slight spoilers, like Red Dead Redemption 2, that also does that exceptionally well, where the open world feels incredible. Where
I want to stop you right there. I cannot wait for you to let me borrow that fucking game.
You can borrow that anytime.
That game just looks great.
But yeah, they do the open world so fucking well in that too, where like you just want to explore. But so many games nowadays just like they use it as like a crutch, like it's a handicap just to have a game. Like, well, our game has all this extra area, so it's got to be good, right? Wrong.
Honestly, I want to stop you again. Who the fuck cares about that? If you do one area perfectly and excellent, I am happy.
Well, gamers like me and you, Kennedy, are okay with that, but a lot of these new little kids coming into the play, they see that as, like, they don't see it the same way we do, you know? Yeah, it's a bad thing for them. Like, they don't like seeing the fucking tight, constrained, linear games, and... But go ahead, go on what you wanted to say.
That makes me want to jump into another topic, but not just yet. I want to say something about this. Let me give you my two sides to linear versus open world. Linear. I feel like the gameplay is ultimately better in
It's a lot tighter in a linear game.
Yes, I feel like well, I don't know. Let's just think of it as a lazy way. It's easier, so they make it better.
Okay, I gotta interject, Kennedy. Not necessarily in a lazy way.
No, that's a lack
It's a part of the gameplay. It's how it's presented to you.
Yes.
Sometimes a linear experience can be more powerful because it's more story-driven in that respect. But I get what you're saying, and go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you, Kennedy. Please continue.
No, you're good. I'm just we're deep diving here. I mean, literally, we've only talking about gaming. Before I jump into open world linear gaming. You watched that video and I wish I could do a shout out to the YouTube channel. But there was a that Deadspace video we watched together where Deadspace I want to say one of my ultimate favorite horror games. Holy shit, Deadspace, absolutely amazing. If you haven't played it yet, play the first one, then
Melis is also a huge fucking fan, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn it. Shout out to Melis. You got me into survival.
Shout out to Melis. Yeah. Hey, baby. Melis here.
No, you got me into survival horror. Resident Evil 2, the original. Fucking N64 like a boss. I hated your floppy joysticks, but that's a different topic.
Hey, you can't complain about them. I mean, I'm lucky my N64 controllers still work after all these years.
Yes, but no. Where I was going is Dead Space. Oh, the YouTube video we had watched on Dead Space. It was like I said, I can't remember the YouTube channel, but the creator of the game was on there. And remember when he was talking about the tentacle that comes out?
Yeah, like it was a huge pain in the ass for them to program that shit.
Yes,
like,
that was basically a wall that they hit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but yeah, there was like a wall that they hit in programming, and it was just miserable for them. They spent so much time on one spot of the game.
Yeah, because according to the video, they had to like fucking reprogram a bunch of shit just to like make it work. Like it, like basically they had to have Isaac on his back and still be able to shoot and properly. And well, I mean, we should leave a link for that video for those that are curious. But you know what I mean, Kenny D.
Fuck yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave a link in the description because this video was absolutely amazing on the creation of Dead Space. And that takes me back to what I was saying about linear games. I mean, like I said, I have a terminology problem. Linear games being lazier, not so much lazier because of that right there with Dead Space, but they're doing less of an area, so it creates it better.
Yeah, like what, ladies and gentlemen, what Kenny's trying to say is like, it's not necessarily lazier because it's a linear game. It's more story driven. Like they can control certain elements of the game that way, you know, like so it's more of like a cinematic experience, almost like a movie. Whereas an open world game, it's harder to control that. I mean, they still can with cinematics and everything, but not in the same regard.
Which I want to give you an example, and I don't want to bash it too bad because I know it was a small company, and I enjoy the game, what I played of it. But The Witcher, the original Witcher, you know how they kept using the same shit over and over for the character
Same
animation?
resources, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd say the same fucking
CG
bitch
Project
every.
Red.
Yeah, oh yes, which. Oh God, that's not the same creator anymore, is it?
No, I think it still is.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought they changed, but no. The original Witcher, yeah. I mean, a lot of the areas, it was an older game, so I don't know if it's a great example, but the original game, they used the same character animation and face for the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It's like,
and that was fine. Like, they were, at the time, like, they were a new company, and they had only limited resources, And they made it work, though. Like, and the original Witcher is still a great game, even with those limited resources. Like, it still turned out fantastic. Like, Mellis here, like, I still love to play through the original Witcher. I enjoy that game fucking entirely, even with its faults. But, I mean, you'd be a damn liar if you said any video game didn't have any faults. Like, all games have their faults. It doesn't matter how perfect it is. There's always something. But no, they did a great job of their limited budget and everything they had. Like, it was incredible. And still a great RPG. It really is.
But that's this is the last time I'll say it. But that's why I feel like a linear game to me is better, because they have a smaller area that they're going through to make it that much better, so they can spend several hours and so many resources on just said area to make it that much better.
No, that makes sense, KD. So you're saying, like, when you have a small area, you can polish it more. And that makes sense, like, of course. Like, they only have this certain area that they can just fucking polish and polish and polish to make it perfect from the player's perspective. Whereas in some open world games, it's so vast and big, and everything's so stretched thin that they can only do so much everywhere. Whereas, the game itself doesn't seem as polished because they're spending the resources everywhere else. Whereas in a linear game, they can focus everything directly on it. And to also talk about that linear games, like the Uncharted series. Like, I'm not even sure who directed those or anything right off the top of my head, and I apologize. They did a great job.
I'm not sure either.
It was Naughty Dog, as the developer, but I don't know who exactly was the one responsible for, directing it. But regardless, they went ahead and they made this great fucking game, which was a cinematic experience, linear as fuck, but a great cinematic experience where it really draws you in. Like, everything you see is exactly what they want you to see, and it's incredible. Like, all the set pieces, it's like anything you'd expect from a blockbuster movie, but better, because it's a game. And you're part of the experience, and that's one of the things about linear games. Like, well, I guess this just really speaks about games in general, Kenny D. It's just they're capable of creating more cinematic experience than even movies are.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you start getting into a game where it's you can go down this path or you can go down this path. You control the path of said game. And I know we've already said that a little bit, but just, goddamn, games are just the greatest thing.
Games are the greatest, ladies and gentlemen. You choose the path, even if you can't directly. Like some games, you still are the one driving the characters, and you're the one that gets to enjoy the game, and that makes a hell of a difference. Why watch it passively when you can watch it as part of the action? You know what we mean.
Yeah, you become it. You are it.
You are it.
Now let me contradict myself again a little bit, because I want to go the other direction. An open world game. Now, linear games, yes, I absolutely love them the first time. Now, I won't say that about Resident Evil. Resident Evil games, I literally want to go back and play them until I have completely destroyed them and pummeled them and beat the living fuck out of them like Mellis here does, you sick fuck.
Yeah, baby.
But no, open world games I feel you can play them longer and enjoy them longer. Linear games, Penumbra.
Okay, can I interject?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I get what Kennedy's saying here, and he's right in a way. Like, yeah, in a sense, you can enjoy a open world game longer than you can a linear game. But it depends on the quality, because if you have like a washed out open world game, then who gives a fuck? You're just playing washed out garbage. Whereas when you have a tight, concise, linear game, even like some of them are built where you can replay them over and over, and it's like it might be the same experience more or less. It's still fun to play again. It really depends on the way they're built.
Okay, no, I'll fucking completely agree.
That's my argument against that kind of dude.
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking of is Resident Evil series. Yes, I constantly want to replay through them. Penumbra, I don't see that I would enjoy it as much because it's really, well, okay, what I've played of them so far, the first one and the second one, you go find these items, you figure out what to do with them, you take them back to where you need to take them, do what you need to do, you move on.
But Kenny D, excuse me again, that's the classical interpretation of linear games. Like, there's a lot of backtracking.
Then
it depends on how it's presented to you in the end.
But is Resident Evil 2 really linear with that thought? Because I'm thinking...
Oh, it is.
Okay, maybe...
The original version. I don't know about the new one, guys and ladies, because I haven't played that one all the way yet. I only played the demo. Candier's got to experience a lot more of that because he's a lucky bastard, but not Mellis.
If that's the case, then I don't know either because I fucking haven't beaten the game. I'm not that goddamn far. But no, what I'm saying does it go on combat then? Because there's really no fucking combat in Penumbra. I love the game. I'm not saying anything bad about the game.
That's the style of survival horror that is, though. That's more of a puzzle-solving game that's also a survival horror game. That's how Penumbra is. I mean, look what... excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Do you, Kenny D, know the publisher / oh, I guess not publisher, but developer behind that game?
Oh, shit.
I can't think off the top of my head. But they also went on to create the Amnesia games, and those are basically their masterpieces. Like, you can you can see the influences in Amnesia games from the Penumbra games. It's just, it's way more. They hone their craft at that point.
Oh, just the mechanics alone about grabbing shit and dragging it to open it and moving shit around. There's not really many games that I've played, at least, that are like that.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Excuse me. It's not really a lot different. It's more polished. That's a better term. Well, a lot more polished.
Yeah, and that could be part of the linear aspect. First of all, wow, we jumped down a pretty cool rabbit hole here with the...
I like this rabbit hole.
with the whole linear versus open world, but yeah, as far as Amnesia and Penumbra go, I love I love the mechanics, the gameplay. I don't know if I'm gonna really be able to go back and play Penumbra through again. But then you have the Resident Evil series, great linear game. Every time I get done with one, I want to go back and play it some more.
But you see, Kenny, that's all down to personal preference.
It
depends on how you enjoy the game. Like, look at the original Resident Evil 2 for me. Linear as fuck. But yet, I've sat down to play that game more times than I care to admit.
That used to
be... And yeah, to me, that's just a hobby in a way. Let me
cut in for a second. That used to be a thing we'd do. We'd hang out the night before, do our thing, wake up the next morning and I'd sit down and watch you play Resident Evil 2. It's like, yeah, let's fucking see how fast or not fast. I guess we really never tried to do a speed run. But you'd mix it up, too, in some of them, because let's go back to Resident Evil 4 when we were playing the shit out of that.
Ooh, Resident Evil 4.
You'd jump in and be like, you know what? I'm going to start a new game mode in this game. Let's do classic Resident Evil 4, where it's the original shotgun, the original pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I never tried this myself, but I could see where it would be extremely enjoyable just with the shotgun alone, because the shotgun, you can max out the strength of said gun to a higher power of anything else in the game, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was the most powerful shotgun, the original.
You could be correct, Kenny D. It's been so long now.
Well, either way...
I hate to say that, but it's been so goddamn long since Resident Evil 4 that we played it. I'm honestly not sure anymore.
Either way...
But yeah, there was a time in my life where, in our lives, that we'd go back to play Resident Evil 4, and yeah, there was a way to play through it with just, like, the default weapons, and I don't know if the shotgun, the default one, was the best overall for strength and shit, but...
Okay, let me put it this way. The most satisfying shotgun. A pump shotgun? I love a pump shotgun.
I can't
was
help
the
but
most
agree with you,
satisfying to
Kennedy.
me.
The pump shotgun, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Resident Evil games, and this is just a Resident Evil episode. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a Resident Evil episode. Hope
Yeah,
you
just
enjoy.
just the way, like, Resident Evil 4, that's the biggest one that I remember, where we just made up our own game mode. It's like, let's see how far we can get in the game just doing this. And I thought you said you had beaten it that way.
No, I have. Like,
I mean,
just,
at the very end, maybe you had to use the rocket launcher, though, didn't you?
there
When
were
Ada throws it to you?
certain points where you... No, did I? I honestly can't remember.
Well, no,
at
I
this
guess
point.
you wouldn't have to if you had enough ammo.
But I feel like you... No, you don't have to use that special rocket at the end of Resident Evil 4. But, like, I don't remember if there's other points where I had to use something special. Like, I feel like I was able to use the default loadout.
Okay. Well, at the very least, you could at least see how far you could get doing something particular for the game.
Yeah.
It's like,
totally.
this is my game mode. I'm making this shit
I'm
up
playing
right
it
now.
like this way, old school style.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
But ultimately, the answer to this question that's forming in my head, linear versus open world,
It's a big maybe.
yeah, it's really, well, I mean, maybe I want to play this one, maybe I want to play that one. No, it's really, this one's better for these reasons, this one's better for these reasons.
Candy's nailed the fucking hammer on the head.
Yeah. I love video games. I just want to play them all day.
Melis does too. Like, they're a big part of our lives.
Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to go home and play Resident Evil 2. And with that, let's call it an end to this episode. What do you say, Melis?
Sounds great, Kenny D.
I think I hear the music playing in the background, so
There
let's
it
get
is.
the hell out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have a good night, good day, whatever the time it happens to be.
And Kenny D will see ya later.
Melis out, baby. Peace out.